They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Big fella moving. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Wants to throw. It's Bush. Trying to find the end zone. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd, so loud, full throat on 4th and goal. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. What a disappointment. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against the defense. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. This time he's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
How many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They are trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan. They're executing beautifully.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Fires on the move. It's complete. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no
possession, blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Bush. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. To the air on first down. That pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to throw again. This time it's complete. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got a man. It's Jeffrey. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. On the move, it's Alleman. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Give to the running back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The give to the tailback. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a W.
And the Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the RPO, complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Knowles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Makes one man miss. And he runs through one tackle. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. He's looking to pass. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck-up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Scanning the field, it's Bush. Fires on the move. And the missed connection on third down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off play action. Here's the pressure. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Bush. Out of the backfield, he's open. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it to the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. The give on the inside. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. The give as they work on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 17 over UNLV. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got a man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Webb. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sooners will call on their punt team. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. The tag. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Hunt is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
Off the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.